This video is for the parents who actually have a child who is in college and they're studying a trade. Guess what? You need to help them with the homework. It's not a joke, yeah? If you think you're gonna wait till parents' evening, yeah, to find out little Tommy or little Martin don't know what the hell they're doing and they haven't been to class and they're struggling, but you're saying to everyone else, my son's gonna be a plumber, my son's gonna be an electrician. No, he's not. It's not gonna be any of them things because you're not willing to put the time and the effort in. You gotta understand, when people struggle in school, yeah, they're gonna struggle in college. College is not a place where we're going to give you all the information and do everything for you. School is set up like that. When they get to college, it's to do with studying, learning, retaining information, and being able to perform when it comes to the tests and the tasks. Do we have a clear picture here? The amount of times I've sat as a lecturer next to a parent and the parent said to me, oh, why isn't he doing well? He's not doing well because he's finding it hard to understand what we are doing in class because he needs more assistance. Oh, is he dyslexic? He's not dyslexic, he just doesn't get it. Oh, we think he might be on the spectrum. Well, why didn't you have him tested before he come here? You didn't. You just wanted to make excuses because that's what it sounds at this point, like excuses. I get it. People can be diagnosed after. People can be dyslexic, living their whole life with it. But you know what? When you make it an excuse or make it, oh, it could be this. Do you know that? You don't. Do you know what that does when parents throw that around and say that about some kids? It makes the kid put their head down. They think they're oh shit, I've fucked up. I'm not a good person because I don't get this or I don't get that. It's damaging. Trust me, it is damaging. Spending an hour or 2 hours every single week just to sit down with your son or your daughter to help them with their portfolio or the work what they have been going over from their smart screen. Let's go over your notes today, Johnny, about what you learnt in class. Because by the end of the year, I always say this as a plumbing lecturer, and this is only plumbing, let's say, I would like you to be able to change your mum or your dad or your aunt's tap. That's all you got to do by the end of the year. That's going to build confidence, give you a goal to work towards, but also let you understand that you can do it. See the self-confidence here? Where does it come from? It comes from within. If I have to give it to other people, I want them to understand how to use that and when to use it as well. But it comes from both parties. I'm only the party who's in the classroom, the lecturer in the daytime. Everybody else has to play their part. Their parents, and this is who this video is to. Parents have to do their due and get involved with their kids. I had a mentor who was my uncle. I have two plumbing uncles who are mentors. I'm not trying to say my parents didn't need to get involved, but I had the two people in my life who were actually plumbers, and I had another person who was a plumber for 40 years, who I used to work with for 4 years on a regular, drilling me about stuff. I would have never been able to turn into the person I am today without that person. It's a fact. I thank that person every single time. Jack Neville, thank you so much for showing your interest within myself, but also seeing the progress and allowing me to learn from my mistakes, but also be willing to teach me in your own time. I was the only apprentice he ever had. I had to do him proud and myself proud and my uncles proud as well, and also my parents. Seems like a lot of stress. It will be stress if you don't have a network, if you don't have a support system. Why haven't you put a support system towards or for that person so they can benefit from it? You just think you just leave it to the college. College are not babysitters. College is a lot to do with money. It's institutes to do with money. They get paid more money for kids who are dyslexic, disruptive, problem children, children who have been kicked out of homes, are in unstable environments. The list goes on. I see a kid who was like, he's a kid still, 21 years old, still in college, yeah? He'd done about 9 or 8 courses. He still can't spell cat and mat because he's never passed English. But what they've said to him is, you could do level 1 plumbing, you could do level 2 plumbing, you could do bricklaying level 1. Do all the level 1 courses. And let's just keep you quiet. Because you ain't got parents or some siblings who are going to come in and interrupt with us and say, what's going on? Why hasn't he got the GCSEs? Because Stevie Wonder could see you need the GCSEs, my boy. But the college isn't interested in furthering you all the time. It's about money. I've known this for years. When kids have got to start college and they've got to do their GCSEs, yeah? Parents, please help them, because they're doing normally 3 things at once. So they're doing the maths and English. Maths is one, sorry. English is another one. Difficult enough subject as it is, even though you know we speak it. And then they're doing the plumbing. It's a lot of coursework. It's a lot of things to be doing. Normally, because these people have managed to scrounge themselves onto the course, they're more focused on the electrics or the plumbing or the carpentry, whatever they're doing. Don't really want to do maths and English so much. It's only when, me personally, I can say that I've made it an issue. I brought up how to add up. I brought up how do you spell that in front of people. And then I've said, this is the reason why you need to go to the class. Why am I giving you examples? Oh, yes, sir, I know. What people have got to understand, and all adults have got to understand, yeah? Other people do not have to be a mentor or to be a guidance or to be a shining beacon to your child to help them to get to A to B. There are loads of kids that need help. Start helping your kid, your sibling, as much as you can. Even if you're an uncle, an aunt. Take an hour out once a week. Don't have to be every week, every other week. Help them with their coursework. Ask questions. Why can't adults go online and find 10 plumbing questions and go and ask their son or their daughter those 10 plumbing questions? You know the fucking answers because you can get the answers. I shouldn't swear there. You know the answers because you can get them. Why can't you do that? Is it too much to ask? You care, but you don't care that much. You got to make it make sense, innit? You want your son or your daughter to get through this, but you're not willing to help them. That's mad. You say you don't know where to start. Go onto the internet. You found this video. Google. ChatGPT. Anything you want to use, it will get the answers. You can actually get the same textbook on Amazon, which they teach from, which you've never purchased, but you think your son or your daughter is going to be a tradesperson without no books to learn from or nothing to guide themselves from a textbook. Come on, you learnt most of your things from textbooks. And look where you are today. Process doesn't work, so you don't want to keep repeating it. You know what? I know why I get so passionate sometimes, because I can see the gaps in the market, but people want me to create a program which you're just going to have to pay for. I will do that. I don't have a problem with that, people. But I always like to tell people what will work the soonest, which is you getting up, doing a little bit, and putting the bricks together so they meet like that. This is your child, this is you. Do this. Build a bond, trust me. I wish my parents knew more about plumbing knowingly that they got a son who's like 21 years into plumbing. That's the truth. But hopefully my parents will do, and if I don't teach them at this point, I don't know if it's ever going to happen. So I'm going to have to take my own advice and teach my parents about a little few things. Make sure you like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next upload. Let's get it!